Good morning. I'm just going to put my light on because otherwise you won't be able to see me properly. Here we go. You can see me now. Hello, everybody. I feel like death warmed up. I've got energy. I just feel really sluggish. I have had, same as most of you, an absolutely manic 3 weeks. I was looking forward to a quiet day where I could just sit and get through my to-do list. But no, yet again, there's something happened and I need to react to it. So, right. The Regain study, long COVID Regain study, was published yesterday and it's in the press this morning. When I started work on it, I'd only seen one newspaper's coverage. I've now seen 5 or 6. And I think the biggest issue with this isn't necessarily the research study, it's the press coverage. So if I can share my screen, I'll see what, hang on. Oh, hang on, my mouse isn't plugged in. Share screen. Where are we? Here we go. Share. This is what is causing all the fuss. As you can see, the title is Clinical Effectiveness of an Online, I can't say this in one breath, Clinical Effectiveness of an Online Supervised Group Physical and Mental Health Rehabilitation Program for Adults with Post-COVID-19 Condition, Multi-Center Randomized Control Trial. And in the objective that you can see there, to evaluate whether a structured online supervised group physical and mental health rehabilitation program can improve health-related quality of life compared with usual care in adults with post-COVID-19 condition. Oh my God, do they not like punctuation or something? But it's not, you will see that the word hospitalised has not been mentioned yet, not in the title or in the objective. It's not until you get to participants where it says discharged from NHS hospitals at least 3 months previously after COVID-19, but have ongoing physical and or mental health sequelae post-COVID-19 condition. Down here somewhere it says people that are excluded. Where is it? Participants and procedures. Does say somewhere, because I've read it, that people where exercise is contraindicated are excluded. I can't see where it says it, but I did read it earlier, and I'm not going to give myself brain fog by looking too much. But as you can see, it is only for hospitalised patients. But some of the press haven't picked up on that. In some of their headlines, it's very much coming across as, oh my God, exercise is a cure for long COVID, which is very irresponsible. Because even in the research paper, it says people who have exercise contraindicated are excluded from the study. And I should say, the Regain study was on my radar back in 2021, January 2021, because I thought, I know that name. So I put it in my email search box and I saw all the emails I was sending back then, including one to Physios for ME saying, you know, do you think they know how to screen for PEM in 2021? Trying to find all the work I did on it. I can't find it at the minute, but I know I've done it. So the researchers are aware that this is not appropriate for people with post-exertional malaise. But I don't think they've made it clear enough that it was only hospitalised people and those that didn't have post-exertional malaise. Because although people in hospital have a more severe outcome of COVID-19, that doesn't mean to say that after their, like their heart problems or lung failure or whatever it is that they've had, once they are out of hospital, it doesn't mean that they aren't necessarily going to go on to get ME/CFS. So they may still develop post-exertional malaise, but much longer down the line. We'll see. There's always that caveat. But I personally think that yes, the researchers took all of our community's concerns on board, and they're very careful, and it looks like they were screening for PIM, but the irresponsibility comes from the press, the way they're reporting it, because the Science Media Centre, who the community are normally sceptical about, have got some quotes from some experts, and it is really refreshing to see. I wonder if I can get that up on my screen. I don't think I can. No. It's really refreshing to see that these experts have said the data is limited. People dropped out, but it doesn't say why they dropped out. And something like it was a 2% improvement because of exercise and mental health support. So they've said the outcomes are very limited, and it can't be put out as a cure for long COVID, because there's somebody from the Oxford Long COVID Clinic is quoted as saying, I can see how this might help someone that's hospitalised, but the 40-year-old mother of 3 that wants to get back to work cannot risk increasing their activity levels because exercise is contraindicated. So I'm of the opinion now that the research study itself has put caveats in place, but it needs to have stressed that it was for hospitalised patients more. It needs to be in the headline and in the objective. And the press are misinterpreting it because they're so desperate to be able to say there's a cure for ME. But it's very, very reminiscent of the PACE trial. Very. I haven't looked at the methodology. It looks like they've done better methodology. I don't know. I'm sure the Science for ME forum has been discussing it already. I haven't seen, but I wouldn't be surprised, because they're good at that. But well done. I don't understand science, so that's why I don't talk about stuff I don't understand. Even though I've got an MSc, but hey, that's a whole other story. Social sciences. Anyway, so yes, so I think it was right to be concerned, but it's the black screen on share. Oh, is it? Oh, am I back now though? Deborah, can you say if I'm back? I should be. Yes. So, yes, I think we were right to be concerned when we saw exercise and long COVID. But having read the research paper, it does say they only did hospitalised patients. But the thing that worried me was now we need to roll this out nationwide. Yes, that's fine, as long as you are only doing hospitalised patients and you continue to screen these people for PEM further down their journey, just in case they are like later onset ME/CFS, because that could happen, not outside of the realms of possibility. But I'm mostly going to be talking about the press coverage of it. I know that they have limited character space in their headline, but to say pretty much cure for long COVID, exercise, these specific exercises will cure you. How many people are now going to be told by their family member, see, all you need to do is exercise? Unless they read the whole really long article where it's mentioned towards the bottom that everybody was hospitalised. Oh, okay. That's good. I've never shared a screen on YouTube before, so thank you for reassuring me, Deborah. Anyway, yeah, so Stripey's on it, doing a bit of research, making sure that there isn't anything to worry about, but it's just mainly the press coverage. And when you see articles, just bear in mind that it's their not great reporting of it. We know there needs to be a caveat. We know that ME/CFS has been considered in the methodology and in the recruitment process, because it says so in the research paper. So the only thing we need to check is that they were doing PEM screening throughout, and maybe contact the media outlets and just say, can you make sure you report on this accurately, please? Because there's a hell of a difference between someone that had a mild, doing bunny ears, mild acute illness like I did, where I had to self-manage at home. I didn't go anywhere near a hospital for the first 6 months. And then I saw a respiratory consultant who told me to exercise. Oh, dear. I was not hospitalised. I didn't even make it to it. I went to my GP car park a few times and had my heart listened to because they didn't want me in the building. But I didn't go anywhere near a hospital. And there's lots of people like me that don't go anywhere near a hospital. So, and it's those people that are more likely to go on to develop ME/CFS than those that end up with, being on a ventilator. It doesn't mean that those people can't develop ME/CFS. But obviously they're dealing with staying alive at that point with heart failure and XYZ. So yes, I'm going to stop waffling. Anyway, I thought I'd just pop in and say I was, oh no, what's happening now? But I think it's just bad reporting rather than the research study. I may well change my mind if I see anything else, but at the moment it's just because it's misleading headlines and makes it look like. And it hasn't come from the Science Media Centre this time, because all of their expert quotes are saying the improvement was limited. And this is only for hospitalised patients. So anyway, I'm going now because I have got another statement to write and I've only got half a brain cell left. So have a good day, everybody. Catch you later, Deborah.